Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Borge.
Thank you very much. I consider it indeed my great fortune to be making these shows here, this series of shows, of which this might be the first one. And if it is, then the rest will follow, of course. I'm going to dedicate these shows to music, one way or the other. And first I would like to play a etude by Chopin, which is the one for which I have had most requests over the many years in which I have performed. And I hope you will enjoy it. I'm going to play it now, you might as well. Is this too drafty for you? You know, I think really we ought to remove this lid because it obscures the view for the orchestra. I can't see the conductor. So if you gentlemen will be kind enough to remove the lid, that's what we are doing now. It won't take long. See, I told you it was, you know. Yeah. Just be careful, don't scratch it, it is rented. Just take it outside and burn it. Now, they didn't leave me much, did they? You know, this is marvelous. In America, when I play in the summertime in the tents, you know, in the round, should the tent collapse, then I'm saved. That one here is for smaller tents. There it goes. Yeah. Now I'm going to play the Chopin etude, and I, as I said, hope you will like it. Yeah. It won't take long. I don't know that one really. Well, actually, I have so often been asked to play a number all the way through, and I am delighted to announce that it happens very seldom because there are two reasons for that. One is that I don't know anything all the way through. And that happens to be the other reason also. But I have been practicing the endings of certain selections, the beginning of which I have played at previous performances in England and in wherever I have performed, America, all over the place. And the ones of you who have heard me before but were missing some endings, well, now, during this series, here are some endings, hopefully belonging to some of the beginnings, to which they previously have been missing. And I'm going to play first a little thing by Mozart, Wolfgang Amadeus, as you know, Mozart. It's called a bagatelle, and it's a very short piece, and that's why it's called a bagatelle. It's hardly anything. It's about a foot and a half. That's the end of that. Glad you like that one. We are now going to present two more endings. I'm going to play two of my favorite endings now. First, the second one, because I want the first one to be a surprise. I'm glad you recognize that one. That's the last chord of the national anthem. That saves us from standing up. And now the second one, which actually is the first one, but that doesn't matter. These are the two last chords of the opera Aida. And that saves us the whole evening. Well, it's very difficult to choose a musical program for an audience who is not present on account of a specific musical program, and particularly on television, where you have so many different kinds of people and tastes and desires to cope with. Now, I have found generally that half an audience likes a little of this kind of music, and the other half likes a little of that kind of music. And so I'm going to play a little of this kind, a little of that kind. I have some music here on the piano bench, and I'm going to take it out and play some. Oops. I can assure you I play far better by ear. It is impossible, as you can see, to play, and as my colleagues here will admit, you cannot play and turn the page at the same time. Not a difficult thing like this. So I would ask, if it isn't too much of an upset, to ask, is a stage hand, would you please come in? Yeah. Yeah. Could you hurry a little, because we are, yeah. You're a stage hand, you work here? Okay. Oh, I thought you were bleeding. I'm sorry. That's all right. Could you be kind enough to, you knew what to do. Yeah, that's right. You have really paid attention. If you would turn the page for me, that would be nice. Yeah. Not yet, stupid. When I play, yeah. Just take it easy. Oh, it's your tongue. I see now. You must be thirsty. You were with the BBC network? Yeah.
Yeah.
You were? Yeah, yes. I gathered that, yeah. How long have you been with them? Yeah?
2 years.
2 years? You may go home now. Right after this. What's your name?
Mark.
Sorry about that. You shouldn't have asked, I'm sorry. Yeah, ready? You feel like doing it now? Okay, 1, 2, 3. You don't read music either, but that makes two of us. Well, we'll try another one. It's all in fun anyway. We don't have to take it too seriously. You do, but I don't. What are you going to be when you grow up? Nice fella, nice fella. Okay, we will do this. We will do, this is Liebestraum by Liszt.
F-Liszt?
F-Liszt is Liszt, that's what I said. I can read. F-Liszt is Liszt. You don't say P-Aris, you say Paris, don't you? I'll tell me how to say Liszt. Pretty good. Okay.
When do I turn?
When you want to go the other way. Oh, you mean here? Yeah. Oh, that's different. You just show me like that. I'll say, whoo, or something. I'll scare you or something. What are you listening to? Have you been in America? Okay. Liebestraum by Liszt. Yeah. Very difficult because maybe I can play like this, but that's not really what you have to do. See how you get down over here. I can't do it. That's fine. You do that somewhere. We'll continue as if nothing had happened. Oh. Here's an early American folk song, 5:30 in the morning. Quite early, from the Wild, Wild West. And now, I was going to tell you something, because it's something that is on everybody's mind these days, and probably will be for a long time. And that is inflation. You have probably noticed that everything has gone up, not just prices, but every number has been changed. Everything that contains numbers is going up and up and up and up. And that's what we call inflation. Now, we have in our language numbers that are hidden, so to speak. And if we add to these numbers we will inflate the language and thereby perhaps bring it up to the level of inflation so we don't notice the difference so much. You see, if we can balance it in that way, then it becomes quite normal again, and we don't, we just starve, and that's all. But I'll tell you exactly what I have in mind. We have words like wonderful, one. We have before, create, crenine, potato, tomato. You say tomato, but that's in English. In America, we say tomato. Now, if we add, for instance, 1 to these numbers, just to begin with, we have tutorful instead of wonderful. We have be5 instead of before, crenine instead of create. We have elevenderly instead of tenderly. A lieutenant will be a left-lieutenant. A first lieutenant will be a second lieutenant. And a petunia will be a pethrenia. I think I mentioned that a potato will be a potnine, of course. And if you have a sentence like, I ate a tenderloin with my fork, there will be a 9 and a lemon-loin with my 5. I have here in the piano bench, I have many nice things here. And I have a book, and I'm going to read to you a short passage from this book. This might... Yeah, here it is. This is a red book, so you can see it better. Upper Trinity knocks only twice is the title of the story. Twice upon a time, there was a young man named Bob who lived with Anna, his 1½ sister. In sunny California. Bob was a 3rd lieutenant in the U.S. Air Forces. He had been very close to Anna ever since she saw the light of day for the 2nd time. And they were proud of the fact that their 5 fathers had been among the crenintors of the United States Constitution. You look tutorful 3 nights, darling, said Bob as he grabbed a piece of marinated herring. And some potnino salad with slices of tomnitos. The table was beautifully decorated with Anna's favorite flowers, 3 lips. The band was playing her song, Tea for 3. Yes, continued Bob, you really look tutorful 3 nights. You never looked so lovely before. But you have 3 of the saddest eyes I've ever seen. Anna really looked tutorful in spite of the illness from which she had not yet recuperated. It was midnight. A distant clock struck 13. Suddenly there in the doorway stood her husband, Don 2. I have to explain. Well, he was Don 1. So he becomes Don 2, from whom, unfortunately, that's a tough one, I guess. She was separated. Any two for 11 is, he blurted. Which means anyone for tennis. Bob jumped to his feet as he wiped his 5-head. Get out of here, you three-faced triple-crosser. But Anna interfered. Be careful, Bob. You're talking to an officer. But Bob retorted, is he 2? I am 2-3. But Don 2, already 1.5 way out of the revolving door, stammered as he stumbled into his 3-door sedan. Goodbye, Anna. I don't want to be married, I want to be double. Goodbye, Anna. Friddle-oo, friddle-oo. I think we have come pretty far for a half-hour show. We are now in our 3rd week. However, we had intended to finish this section with a presentation of an etude by Liszt, by Franz Liszt, a concert etude, and it has been arranged that the orchestra and we can play together, which is very fun and nice and so on. So far, they have been doing very well, I think. Okay, so it is a concert etude in D flat, I think it is, but who cares? But by Franz Liszt. great composer said, "The universe resounds with a joyful cry, I am." I hope that you, tomorrow morning when you wake up, or whenever you wake up, perhaps right now, that the universe will resound with a joyful cry, I am. Because if you ain't, don't bother waking up.
From recent encounters to more memorable moments from the archives, famous faces in conversation, choosing their desert island discs. Listen now on BBC Sounds.